From the trading desk of dailyforex.com, this is Christopher Lewis looking at the upcoming July 12th Forex session in the euro dollar. We have drifted into July 12th. This is the candle for Thursday that I'm looking at, and it's an interesting candle because we saw a nice little pullback here after this ridiculous parabolic move from the day before. We found the 130 level and bounced perfectly to find ourselves printing a hammer for the day. Well, it makes sense and it looks very bullish to me. Granted, we're starting to drift a little bit on Friday, but that being the case, this should be a nice support zone. This chart, though, even with this bullish sign, also has a very bearish sign in it in the sense that if we can get below the 1.3 handle, this pair should go back down to the 1.28 handle and possibly even lower because that would be an extraordinarily weak sign. On this chart, though, you can see that the weekly trend line has been formed and drawn down. And even if we rise, and I think that's what it looks like we're going to do, we've got a couple hundred pips before we get there, right around 133 or so, depending on how long it takes. That's about the time we'll hit this downtrend line, and I think that's where we'll see the sellers come back in. Because let's be honest, this pair chops around like it's just lost and listless, and has been for 2 years. It's only a matter of time before a headline comes out of Europe that just slaps this thing back down. So that being the case, that's essentially how I'm looking at this trade. We'll break higher, we get a couple hundred pips maybe, break below 130, and that's an ugly sign. So in the meantime, that's exactly what I'm waiting for, one of these two signs.